Hello and welcome to this month's Maggie Moment. Today I'd like to have a little chat about the 24/7 news cycles that we have that are bombarding our world and our children's world, particularly the negative cycles, and at different times major events that occur, whether it doesn't matter what corner of our world, are beamed straight into our homes, whether it's on our devices or our TVs. And they actually are more sensationalised than they were sort of 20 years ago because of this incredible competition among our news outlets. So again, if something really huge happened, and we've had some disasters in Australia, once again the Dreamworld one was a really big one that impacted our children, but around the world sometimes the school shootings and the bombings, and those sorts of events, people talk about them. People try and protect their children from, and that's their number one first thing. If you've got children under 10, be very mindful of your news, because quite often it's on really enormous screens instead of little TVs. So visually, to you, you like it like that. That can really impact particularly our sensitive children around, oh gosh, is that happening all the time? And I know when 9/11 happened, I was working at the time full-time counselling. I saw so many children who thought the baddies kept coming back and doing it again and again and again. So again, first thing is protect them from that. Secondly, don't not mention it around your home, because it will be a conversation in the schoolyard and they will get to hear about it, and they often get distorted versions of it then. So again, have an age-appropriate conversation about what happened, and keep it, once again, not too ghastly like the news programs. And then if it's a natural disaster or it's a major event like that, talk about statistically how rare these events are, because we're talking about the perception that your child is building about our world. Because if they keep seeing those things, they start to think it's an awful place to be and any minute now it's going to happen to me. So they build up what we call irrational fears and an irrational perception of the world. So make sure that's happening within your world. And then I want you to really let your children tell you how that makes you feel. Because sometimes our children just worry. And I remember when the Sandy Hook attack happened in the US, there were many children who were really saddened because there were children who were killed. So one of the things is absolutely owning that that's particularly sad, but also how can those children help? How can we help? So to build hope back into your children after a catastrophe, the very first thing is for you to be the safe alpha, a safe protector that says, we've got this, we're okay here, and I'm going to protect you. That's the very first thing. The second thing is, now this is awful and bad things happen in our world. Bad things happen to good people just unexpectedly sometimes. So our job as humans on this planet is to help other people. So sometimes children actually donated their pocket money to things like Save the Children or some sort of organisation that facilitates working around those things. So we become part of the helping. And then return back to your normal family rituals that build fun and joy. Make sure you don't stop doing those things and get back into normal. Because as soon as children see that their world has returned into an even keel, even though this has happened, the safer they feel, the more likely they're going to be able to go back to feeling calm and safe in your world and your life. We wish we could protect them from everything. However, it's not a really good idea to think nothing like that happens. So I hope that's given you a few ideas. Keep the TV off, seriously. Be careful what they see online, and then talk to them about that and say, I've got you covered. They might also need a lot more hugs, and they might crawl into your bed for a little while, and that's absolutely okay as well. So if you've got anything else you might like to comment about underneath this, or anything you can share, again, we are wired to recover from adversity. We are biologically wired to overcome these things, and our children learn from us and our response when we're children. I hope that's been helpful for you, and that's all for today.